dignitaries with us today, but most importantly, public servants. I want to say a warm welcome to Assemblyman Ralph Caputo, Assemblyman Albert Patino, Assemblywoman Grace Spencer, our council colleagues from the great township of Belleville, Councilwoman Marie Burke, Councilman Steve Ravel, Councilman Michael Nicosia, Councilman Vincent Cosarelli, and in absentia, Councilman Kevin Kennedy, who is recuperating, and Councilman John Notari, who's taking care of those who are recuperating. Fire Chief Bob Caruso, our town manager Kevin Esposito, a Board of Education member Joe Longo, Library Board President Richard Giganuzzi, our commander and one of the greatest forces in Belleville, particularly when it comes to Veterans Affairs, Joe Fornerato. I think Joe, that's a welcome back. Joe just left the hospital and was sure that he would be here today. Freeholder Brendan Gill, our sheriff who ensures that our streets and our towns are safe, Armando Fontura. Of course, you're here from the great mayor, Mayor Kimble. And last but not least, two people. There is a special guest who's here who borders, the North Ward borders the township of Belleville, but someone who is really considered a mentor of mine, who a cornerstone of his nonprofit organization has been servicing seniors, is Steve Adebato. And our county administrator and your Belleville liaison, and our governor of the state, Governor Chris Christie. But one that really exemplifies what the role of all of our endeavors are. Private partnerships, local levels of government, federal government, state government, and leadership from the top of the state to the county to the local level in your mayor. It is something that we all believe in, and really exemplifying that when we put our minds, our hearts, and our visions together, that announcements like today are possible. To bring greetings on behalf of the Freeholder Board, a woman who really lends her leadership and her vision in ensuring that County Executive Joe DiVincenzo's agenda gets done on behalf of our 22 municipalities, our Freeholder President Blondie Watson.
Good afternoon. I am extremely pleased to bring greetings from the Board of Chosen Freeholders. I have with me Freeholder Gill. Is Freeholder Gill here? Yes, Freeholder Gill, will you just come up with me, please? Is that okay? Who is your representative from the Freeholder Board? And before Freeholder Gill give remarks, let me just briefly explain why this ribbon cutting is so important to me. Before being elected for nearly 50 years, and I'm telling my age, housing has been my passion. Today, to be a part of new housing for our seniors is rewarding and very exciting, Governor. How wonderful it is when partnerships, as this one here today, with the state of New Jersey, our Governor, Essex County, Joe DiVincenzo, local government working together to provide quality, affordable housing for our seniors. A special thank you to Governor Christie, our county executive, and all of those who have made it possible. It is with projects like such as these that we continue to put our seniors and Essex County first. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President, to Governor Christie, to our great Mayor, Mayor Kimble, to our great County Executive, Joe DiVincenzo, to our Assemblyman, Ralph Caputo. I had the honor of taking Ralph's place representing the 5th District on the Essex County Freeholder Board. And I was born, and all my family born, just down the road here at Clara Moss Hospital. And My family is from here. We've chosen to make Essex County our home for the future. And ultimately, as elected officials, to all of my friends on the Belleville Municipal Council, thank you for allowing me to be part of the Belleville family. To the men and women, to Joe, we missed you on Memorial Day, Joe, but to the job you do representing our veterans, thank you so much, Joe. Ultimately, we'll be brief. We'll be judged by how we provide for the most vulnerable in our society, our children and our seniors. So, Governor, congratulations to you. Thank you for your assistance. And Joe, to the job that you've done here to provide this great facility, and to our friends in Belleville, to you, Mayor, and every member of the council, what you're doing here is tremendous. Ultimately, I think it's how we'll be judged as public servants. I know it's what motivates me each and every day to fight for you. So please know here in Belleville, as long as I'm here, God bless this great township, and God bless the Belleville senior citizens. Thank you.
Earlier today, I was pulled aside by an old friend from North who's currently living in Nutley, and she said to me under the tent and whispered, "Is this really going to happen?" I can assure all of you that when the county executive and Governor Chris Christie get together, anything can happen. Part of that fruition of making things real is to have partners in the progress of what will really develop here to a cornerstone of senior housing. And one of our partners in that effort is Robert Riccardi from the Franklin Development Group.
All these politicians here, good speakers, and you get an architect up here to say a few words. On behalf of my partner, Paul DeBellis, and myself, I'd like to thank you for coming to this groundbreaking. Belleville has been actively encouraging development of this site for many years. Once our company got involved about 3 years ago, the mayor and his administration have been behind it 100%, trying to see how can we make this a reality. Well, I'm proud to announce that phase 1 of this affordable senior housing project is a reality. Phase 1 of Franklin Manor will consist of 86 units, so 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. Phase 2, which will complete the development, will be 51 apartments, bringing it to a total of 137 units. Franklin Manor will be an Energy Star certified building that will also meet New Jersey Housing Mortgage Finance Agency's Green Futures program. The gas-fired high-efficiency furnaces will minimize environmental impact while maximizing resident comfort. These apartments will not only be affordable to rent, they'll also be affordable to operate. Emergency pull cords, controlled key card access, and security camera system will provide another level of safety to the residents. There will also be on-site parking for 73 cars, on-site laundry facilities, 14,000 square foot community room, bocce court, community garden, and sitting areas. The apartments will be available for seniors 55 years and older with family income less than $48,000 a year. And rents will range between $850 and $900 a month. Now, this affordable project couldn't happen unless we had the public sector and the private sector come together. And we've used all 3 levels of government to help put this together. So I'd like to thank Governor Christie, who has given support through the New Jersey Housing Mortgage Finance Agency and Anthony Marchetta. I'd like to thank Essex County and Joseph DiVincenzo for putting his support behind this project. From year after year, he has supported it. And also Mayor Kimble, who's been behind it. Without any one of those 3 levels of governmental support, this project would not be a reality, and it's going to be.
I know many of you have questions, and as the county executive stated earlier, the local township, along with state officials and the private developer, will be hosting a meeting to ensure that we get all the information out that is required. But I just want to take an aside right now, and some of the guidelines were instituted. County executive, you do qualify. You were concerned about the age, but he does qualify for one of the rental units. I'm just saying, for the record, again, he does qualify. Way beyond the mark. So, next we'll hear from the financing agency from the state, Anthony Marchetta, Executive Director of HMFA.
Thank you, Assemblywoman, and I'm going to be very brief. I just want to congratulate, can you hear me? Congratulate Essex County and its executive, the town, for their efforts, along with Franklin Development Group, to put together this project. The Assemblywoman said when the executive and the governor get together, things happen. Well, not only do they happen, but they happen very, very quickly. We just approved this project earlier this month, and here we are at its groundbreaking. I fully expect to be here next year at the actual ribbon cutting of the units. So congratulations again. I look forward to being here with you next year.
Thank you, Anthony. And the greatest leader that we have here in the Township of Belleville, who leads the charge, Mayor Ray Kimble.
Thank you, Senator. As most of you are aware, residents of Belleville have been asking about senior citizen for a very long time. Today, I'm proud to announce that housing for our seniors will soon be available. Approximately 6 years ago, we met with Paul DeBellis of the Franklin Development Group in regards to a senior citizen housing complex on township property and an adjacent parcel of land owned by Norfolk Southern Railroad. After long negotiations, we were able to secure $6 million in community block grants. These grants have made it possible to move forward with Paul DeBellis' proposal. Aside from community block grants, a partnership was formed between the township, Governor Chris Christie, the state of New Jersey, Essex County Executive Joe DiVincenzo, and the Mill Street Urban Renewal Project. This partnership has allowed our senior citizen project to advance from a mere proposal to a reality. Because of Governor Christie's commitment, senior citizens of Belleville will be able to remain in their hometown where they belong. Our seniors will now enjoy the same comforts, housing, and security as those in surrounding communities. Governor, on behalf of the Town Council and residents of Belleville, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for your commitments towards and support of our seniors' housing development. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Mayor. And someone who really demonstrates what good government is about and listens to the needs and brings everybody together to the table to ensure that things happen, our County Executive, Joe DiVincenzo.
Today is another great day here in Essex County. You know, the last few weeks, I don't know if you've been watching any of the TV stations, but we've had visits here in New Jersey from Prince Harry with the governor. Did everybody see that? Yes. He was on Matt Lauder's show with the Today Show. Chris, maybe you're going to be on TV, who knows? Then yesterday he had President Obama. He's our president. And let me just, please. We had 3 visitors that came here that spotlighted New Jersey and came to pay respect to the governor. But most importantly, they came to pay the respect to the people that were destroyed by Hurricane Sandy. And today, he's in Essex County and he's with Joe D. You're not with Joe D. You're with our Essex County seniors. You know, in one month here in Essex County, the governor's been here 3 times. One, to open our brand new sea lion exhibit at Turtleback Zoo. Somebody mentioned Turtleback Zoo, right? It's the #1 zoo in the state of New Jersey, and it's self-sufficient. All right? But the governor, through the Green Acres program, was able to give us a huge chunk of money. 2 weeks ago, prior to, you know, everything that happened down the shore with the governor being there, he was at one of our vocational schools. We're building an addition, a $4 million addition, which we're getting 90% reimbursement from the state. The county's only paying for 10%. That's only because of the governor. Today, listen to me. this is something that's been called by, even before, I've been an elected official for 25 years. I've lived in the North Ward of Newark. Of course, I live in Nutley now. I worked for that young man, Steve Adebato, there in the North Ward, who ran great senior citizen programs throughout North Ward and throughout the county. But this has been the conversation for over 40 years. Why doesn't Belleville have a senior citizen building? Why does Nutley have it? Why does Bloomfield have it? Why these other municipalities? Why not Belleville? What are we, the stepchild? No longer you're the stepchild. But Governor, anytime you do things in the township of Belleville, they get scrutinized all the way through. It's just in our blood. It's just that they have a lot of questions that need to be answered, and Mayor Kimble and the council, Marie and the entire council will answer those questions. But today we should be excited because what's happening today here is history, okay, in Belleville, New Jersey. And the reason this came together is because of the persistence of the mayor and the council, but most importantly is the seniors that live in Belleville and say, why not Belleville? You know, we had to get support, not only Belleville, you had to have Belleville support. Of course, you came to the county, we're putting our community block grant money in. Then there was federal approvals that you had to get on every level of government. But this would not have happened today if it wasn't for the state of New Jersey, if it wasn't for Governor Chris Christie and his administration. People ask me, especially in the last month or so, my only responsibility is to the people of this county, the 800,000 people. And I enjoy my relationship with the governor. I enjoy my friendship, but most important, I enjoy his leadership that he's been providing for the people of New Jersey. So at this time, I want to introduce my friend and thank him on behalf of Belleville senior citizens. How about a stand ovation for Chris Christie, our governor?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Joe D. I tell you, it's just as much fun being with Joe D as it is with being with Prince Harry. I don't know why everybody thinks any differently about that. It's just as much fun. I want to thank the mayor for his continued persistence in working with us and advocating for the seniors here in Belleville. I will tell you all that this could not have happened and would not have happened if it wasn't for the extraordinary persistence of the mayor and the county executive. They both represent you extraordinarily well in Belleville and across this entire county. So I want to thank them both for that. And this is extraordinarily important, and especially for a kid from Livingston. Now we had lots of sports battles when I was a kid with Belleville, and we won some and we lost some. And the ones that we lost, I'm not holding that against you today. We're coming to Belleville anyway to make sure that this $18 million senior housing project happens. And the folks at the HMFA, Mr. Marchetta, a great job that they're doing there, and they're going to be there to work with the county and the municipality to make sure that this project runs like every project that Joe D is in charge of. On time and under budget. That's the way he does things in Essex County. And all of this is going to be incredible for our seniors who wind up living here and meeting here, recreating here. This is going to be a great thing for the senior citizens of Belleville. And what we know is that in today's society, with the expenses of things being so high, that we need to be able to provide affordable housing and affordable activities for our seniors. And that it shouldn't be that they have to leave their own hometown to be able to do that. This is where many of you have raised your families, where you've lived your lives. And you shouldn't have to leave the place where you raised your children and lived your lives in order to be able to have affordable housing for yourself as you get older. And so when Joe and the mayor and the council came to the state, came to Commissioner Constable, came to the HMFA and said, can we help? This project was so worthy and, to be honest, so overdue that I felt like there was no time to wait. We needed to do this and do it quickly. And so, you know, when Joe's calling me every day, asking me about this, that helps to motivate you. And then I start calling Rich Constable, Nancy Marchetta every day, and we get on them and things get done. And I think that's what people expect of government now. And it's not what they're getting most of the time. And they're certainly not getting it out of Washington, D.C. And so what we need is to set an example in our state for how people can work together, how people work across party lines, how people work to remember that we're given these jobs to do something for the people who elected us, not to send out press releases and yell and scream at each other, but to actually get things done. This project is an example of just that philosophy. So I want to thank Senator Ruiz for her support of this project as well. Teresa is a great representative in the state Senate and does a great job not only for the people of the state of New Jersey and the state Senate, but also for all the folks here in Essex County. So I want to thank all of you for giving me the chance to come home to Essex County, to be able to announce some good news, to be able to continue to work with my partners in Essex County government in terms of making this county even better than it is today. It was a great place to grow up. For myself, my brother, and my sister, Essex County was a great place to grow up. And New Jersey is still a great place and getting to be even a better place to raise our children and our grandchildren. And the only way we'll keep that going is if we work together. Work together to get things done. Work together to make sure that we use the tax money we get in as effective and efficient as way as possible. And make sure that each and every one of us remembers in public office that our obligation is to serve the people who put us here in the first place, not to serve ourselves. Thank you all very much.